It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Mercury going up against the Las Vegas Aces. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
And it's been an interesting start to the year here, Tim. A few games not going as predicted.
Yeah, you look around the league, we've already seen kind of a few upsets. I mean, you know, the game, basketball, it's not played on paper, it's played on hardwood. But you can't just look at a lineup and know exactly what to expect.
That's the thrill of it, right? Every season, a couple teams break out, a couple teams fall off, and new stars are born.
Wilson, she's covered by Brown. Clock at 6. Wilson with it. Brown's there. Wilson no good.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
The drive by Diana Taurasi. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
If you don't play disciplined defense against Taurasi, she will make you pay. She plays sound, patient basketball.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the most amazing stories in all of sports is the fact that Diana Taurasi is still a top scorer and a top player.
I mean, she turns 42 this year. She went first overall back in 2004, back when Blake was in preschool. A lot of her teammates were in diapers back then. DT's commitment to the game is unmatched. It's just really special to get to watch her play still.
She hits both from the stripe. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Las Vegas. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Thomas. That doesn't go either for Asia Wilson. Here's Taylor. Gray defending. Copper outside. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Jackie Young. Pass to Lloyd. Gray. Back to Lloyd. To the paint. Thomas with the steal. Rossi outside. To the inside. Here's Taylor. Pass to Brown. Over Gray. And the basket by Brown. Here in the first with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Young. She's covered by Copper. And here's Young. Here's Wilson. It's rebounded by Thomas.
Another miss. 1 for 4 here early.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Some solid defense from Jackie Young.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Guys, for Asia Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she's cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
Las Vegas trailing. Gray with it. From 12 feet out, and the shot goes down.
The mechanics of Gray's jumper, when you break them down, are unshakable. The team's confidence in her abilities is well placed.
Down low, Thomas.
A rebound by Parker Tyus.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Gray outside. Back to Young. Spins. Wilson, right side.
Ooh, no luck on that one. Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's Taylor. She's guarded by Wilson. Taurasi's shot is off. The Aces leading. Wilson, right side. That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a 2-for-6 start.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
They get it back. In the basket by Brown.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Pass to Parker Tyus.
Up top, Young.
She's covered by Copper. Back to Parker Tyus.
Gray. Misses the chippy right there.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
You're right, Tim, and she's got some angry words for herself after that miss.
Now here's Copper.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. 7-foot shot.
Alyssa Thomas for 3. And it's rebounded by Jackie Young.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Taylor. Pass to Brown. Taurasi, covered by Lloyd. Back to Brown. The basket good off the assist from Diana Taurasi.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Here's Gray. Wilson outside. Now Young. Gray right side. Pass to Lloyd. 5 to shoot. The three-pointer, no good. The Mercury trail. Taurasi with it, covered by Lloyd. Thomas outside. Here's Taylor. Thomas.
Brown with the screen. Thomas down low.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
The special skill set Thomas wields makes her so tough to defend. And, you know, making plays is nothing new to her.
Now here is Lloyd. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And Gray gets it to go. Now Copper. Inside, Brown. That shot off.
Great D that time from Parker Tyus.
Here's Young. Another shot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
Accurate, quick, soft, It's a thing of beauty. It's a Diana Taurasi made three.
Gray outside. Six to shoot. Outside Lloyd. From deep. Rebounded by Copper.
Sometimes she can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No. I mean, even for her, that's too far out. That's a good look. That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Outside Lloyd. Jacks up a three. Good. And it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Here's Taylor. Gray defending. With her first shot attempt. And she hits the jump shot. Pass to Wilson. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
A 6-4 post force. Wilson able to finish the play, so determined.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Now here's Taurasi. She has 5. Pass to Billings. And here's Whitcomb for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
Las Vegas trailing. Outside Evans. Now here's Wilson. Hayes. She's covered by Taurasi. Here's Evans. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here the Mercury. Right side Whitcomb. Pass to Sabali. And no good. Her first shot of the game, missing.
Nailed it! Yes! A miracle heave to finish off that corner. How'd you get that to go down?
Fantastic shot.
There's the horn, and it's been a close game at the end of one. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And here's Taurasi. Pass to Billings. Back to Taurasi. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
An outstanding scorer changes the game with her shooting ability. Taurasi is just so fun to watch.
Back to Gray. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Taurasi outside. They set a pick from the yard. It's hauled in by the Aces.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Evans. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Gray missing. Phoenix leading. Rossi outside. Takes the three. Drills it from outside.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Pass to Hayes. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. And it's Chelsea Gray again missing. And here are the Mercury. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. To the middle. Here's Sabali. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
So smooth for her size. Sabali is certainly an effective pick-and-roll player.
And for Satu Sabali, her third season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabali, first-team All-WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
Here's Billings. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Outside Whitcomb. 6 on the shot clock to the inside. Sabali. He shoots again. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. Pass to Gray.
Mack grabs the miss.
She might have wore herself out with the performance in the last quarter. She hasn't had nearly the same kind of success in this one.
Tries the spin move. Here's Billings. Evans covering. Here's Whitcomb. Offline with the 3.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
And that one's good. Hayes.
Well, don't let her position trick you. Hayes has no issue scoring the ball down low.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And the Mercury making a change here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rossi outside. Pass to Taylor. Copper with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. The Mercury with another miss. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Egbo, guarded by Sabali. Egbo in the post. Sabali's there.
Young, she's covered by Copper. For three. Young's shot is off. And the Mercury with possession. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
First team foul. At the line for Mercury, Celeste Taylor. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Las Vegas trailing. Lloyd with it. Wilson sets a screen. There's the 3. Mercury with the rebound. Here's Taurasi. She's got 11. Pass to Taylor. Thomas with the ball. Copper covered by Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. Now Taurasi. Here's the 3. Egbo pulls it in.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here is Lloyd. Out to Gray. The tray. It's hauled in by Diana Taurasi.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
There's the triple. Drops in the tray.
Well, there she is again, leading by example. Now, Taurasi may not demand the ball, but they're calling her number, and she's delivered time and time again.
Now here is Lloyd. Wilson sets a screen. To the paint. Shoots over Sabali. And that one's good. Wilson.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Phoenix in the lead. Here's Taylor. Taurasi outside. Over Lloyd. Here's Thomas. Yes, and a nice assist from Diana Taurasi.
The vision and ability to deliver accurate passes. I mean, that's what makes Taurasi the ultimate distributor.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Down low. Deflected. Wilson. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Sabali. A basket here would push their lead to double digits.
Looking in control.
Pass to Taurasi. Fires from deep. Gets it to drop, and she's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
And the Aces call time here. outside. Here's Egbo. Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas.
And they're not dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
They've separated themselves in a number of categories. Rebounds just one more.
Here's Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. Rossi outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Taylor. Copper. Rossi with it. Thomas a screen. Lets it go from deep. And Diana Taurasi with the 3.
She's putting on an excellent offensive display, and she may just be getting started.
Outside Lloyd. They need this. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily in the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Well, look, it's one thing when they're falling, but when you go cold in particular, you've got to get in there and mix it up.
And get some better looks.
Please, come on.
Now here's Thomas. She has 6.
You know, I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
First free throw is good.
And we know Alyssa Thomas is an outstanding all-around offensive player, but her defense is elite as well.
I mean, normally she's all defense. She's finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. She's led the league in steals. Thomas, you know, you talked about her all-around game on offense, but defensively, she makes a very big impact.
That one misses.
And they're getting more free throw points here in the second quarter.
One of the reasons they're in front right now, definitely.
Parker Tyus outside.
Pass to Young. Buries it down low.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Now to Rossi. She's got 20. Taylor, Gray defending. The shot by Brown, no good. Gray outside.
Parker Tyus.
Pass to Young. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Now to Rossi. Watches it.
Rebound Cheyenne Parker Tyus.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gray.
Parker Tyus with it.
Now Lloyd. She's covered by Taurasi.
Parker Tyus the screen.
Back to Young. Now Wilson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jackie Young.
Yeah, good luck. If you're the player who has to guard her, it is never going to be an easy night.
Copper outside. Shoots over. Oh, and she just nails it. It's in. Oh, right at the buzzer.
Pretty shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out the quarter.
It's almost like you lose a possession.
And that concludes the first half. Mercury out in front, up by 11. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Taurasi.
It's amazing to watch. She spoils us with her performances game in, game out. And so far, another big scoring night for her.
And oftentimes when she puts up that many points in the first half, she follows it up with an even better second half. So we'll see if that happens again here.
Now here's Copper. Young with the steal. And now the Aces on the break. Pulls it. Offensive board. Yep, that one goes.
With a willingness to push the tempo and out-hustle opponents, Gray is a dangerous fast break option.
Now here's Taurasi. Brown with the screen. Taurasi outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas outside. Leah Copper from outside. A rebound by Parker Tyus. Las Vegas trailing. Outside Young. Gray. Pass to Wilson. Back to Gray. That's good, and it's Asia Wilson with the assist.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Now here's Taurasi. She's got 20. Now Thomas. Here's Taylor. Pass to Copper. Taurasi with it. Three-pointer. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of those 12 now.
It's easy to see Copper's phenomenal fundamentals. When she sees a wide-open shooter, she makes sure they get the ball.
And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Thomas. Defense is right there. And the basket by Taurasi.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Gray outside. Screen by Young. Pass to Lloyd. Shoots over Taurasi. And it's Lloyd missing.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
Here's Copper. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good.
She just continues to struggle from the field. Now, her team has been able to overcome her performance, but I'm not certain that she's going to be able to turn it around today.
Here's Wilson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
So productive inside. Wilson is assertive down low and is always looking to make her mark.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Thomas a screen. Copper drives in. Lays it up and banks it in.
You see how focused Copper is on the drive, just slicing her way to the bucket with confidence.
And here is Gray. 15 points in the game.
Parker Tyus outside.
Now here's Young.
She's covered by Copper.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. Nice touch on the bank shot.
I love the confidence from Lloyd. It's really what makes her so dangerous offensively.
And Jewel Lloyd, what a fantastic player. So consistent over the years.
Well, she started off strong, #1 overall pick in 2015, WNBA Rookie of the Year, and she's only gotten better from there.
Here's Taylor. Here's Thomas. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 pieces at the free throw. It goes on Asia Wilson.
A key cog in this offense. Thomas embraces her role and really looks to score whenever she can.
Timeout called the Mercury.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. And she makes the first, but misses the second. Outside Young. Missed inside. And it's the Mercury with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Copper. Gray defending. Copper with the ball. Thomas down low.
He's started by Parker Tyus.
It's good.
You got to be aware of Thomas there. She's one of the best on the O-boards.
Here's Gray. 15 points in the game. Wilson the screen. Shot from the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
So dangerous in that pick and roll set. Gray can move the ball, but option 1 is her excellent shot.
Here's Taylor. And here's Diana Taurasi from the arc.
A rebound by Parker Tyus.
Pass to Gray. And here's Lloyd. Back to Gray. Wilson. She's covered by Thomas. Gray outside. Shoots it up. Can't nail the jumper. Now Copper. Here's Taylor. Taurasi outside. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
This Aces squad struggling. Outside Young. Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Thomas. And it's Wilson missing.
Well, with little defensive pressure, she turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by employing the fadeaway.
Now here's Copper. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Gray with it. She's covered by Thomas. Back to Wilson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
A bruiser in the painted area. Wilson also has a soft touch.
And the Mercury with possession. Taurasi outside. Pass to Taylor. Back to Taurasi. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
Now here is Lloyd. She's got 8. Yep, count it.
Yeah, that's all that you can do. Wilson is so good at capitalizing inside, even when she's under duress.
Thomas outside. Pass to Copper. It's rebounded by Young.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh. Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 10. Clock at 6. Pass to Taylor. Soft touch off the glass.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Now here's Gray. 17 points in the game. Wilson with it. Thomas on her. And it's Wilson missing. And so here's Phoenix. Taurasi outside. From past the arc. That one is off.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Now here's Taurasi, covered by Lloyd. Back to Taurasi. Copper with the ball. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for her. Gray with it. Now Brown defending. Down low. That one falls.
The points just keep coming for her this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they continue to try and narrow this deficit.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Thomas. She's guarded by Wilson. Alyssa Thomas attacking.
A bulldozer going through the lane. Thomas is durable over the course of a basketball game, and she's constantly in attack mode.
3 chips to the line so far for her in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for her. Second free throw, no good.
They keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line, Blake.
Outside Lloyd. Shoots over to Rossi. Off the mark, had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Mercury. They're up by 11. And we've got more in store for you right after this. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. And here's Lloyd. Pass to Gustafson. Back to Lloyd. The three is up. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. She did that to a degree in the first half, and she's doing it now in the second.
Phoenix leading. Now Whitcomb. Here's Taylor, covered by Lloyd. Now here's Sabali. Tight defense on her. 6 to shoot. Left side Whitcomb. Let's go with a three. Gustafson with the rebound. Outside Young. Pass to Egbo. Here's Lloyd. Wing shot on the way. And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You don't see too many players anymore score from this area, but Lloyd has an old-school feel to her game.
Outside Sabali. Back to Whitcomb. This one for three. Knocks down the three ball.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Now here is Hayes. Lloyd. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up two.
That's just an agile play from Lloyd in the paint, navigating the traffic and finding her shot.
Copper outside. Pass to Taylor. She tries for three. They get it again. Yep, that goes.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Outside Young. To the paint. Now here's Gustafson. Young with it. Three-pointer. And she's good on the three ball.
They're shooting it quite well now.
Here's Taylor. To the middle. Stolen by Egbo. Pass to Hayes. Lloyd. Now Young. Sabali with the steal. Outside Whitcomb. Back to Sabali. To the inside. Copper. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Fantastic touch from Copper there. You can see how locked in she is scoring inside.
Pass to Lloyd. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Now here's Young. She's covered by Copper. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Lloyd. And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back irons. Phoenix with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Copper. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple.
She can be dangerous from outside. And look, sure, she didn't get one in the first, but we don't live in the past. We live in the present, and we know she can hit them.
The Aces trailing. Outside Hayes. Now here's Young. She's covered by Copper. Lloyd with it. Outside Hayes. Jackie Young from outside. It's rebounded by Sabali.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Young. From deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves an exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're getting hot from outside just at the right time.
Here's Taylor. Copper, guarded by Young. Now Billings. Outside Whitcomb. Sabali. Shoots over Egbo. Tried to bank it in, but misses.
She's had an off game, but her team has been able to pick up the slack and get it done here today.
Hayes up top. Lloyd, the 3-ball. 8 for 15 with that basket, but she's not satisfied yet.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
And it's the Mercury with the ball. Leading by 5. Outside Whitcomb. Sabali. Copper outside. The 3. Egbo pulls it in.
I like the bold move of going right back at her to return the 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Lloyd. Can she keep it going? Satu Sabali comes up with the board. Outside Whitcomb. Copper with the ball. Up top, Sabali. Pass to Billings. 3 on the clock. Here's Copper. Beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Sabali the screen. Again, the miss by Kalia Copper. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Lloyd, right through the cylinder that time, all net.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Yeah, I think the coach is trying to take the wind out of their sails here. They're on the wrong end of a run and need to sort things out offensively and defensively.
Yeah, things were starting to spiral out of control on them a little bit, and a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, exactly right.
Taurasi outside. They need this. Rebound by the Aces. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Gray. Down low. Wilson in the post. Thomas on her. And it's Wilson missing. Phoenix leading. Here's Taylor. Rossi outside. Lets it fly. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A gifted shooter. Taurasi can knock down shots from well beyond the arc. Really extends the defense.
Now the Aces with it. Pass to Wilson. Great D that time from Alyssa Thomas. Taurasi outside. Taylor. Back to Taurasi. And she converts the layup.
Looking comfortable operating in the post. Taurasi has a great sense of when to attack from this area on the court.
Gray with it. Outside Young. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Pivotal bucket from Young, played in so many huge college games, winning a national championship, was ready for the bright lights of the WNBA.
Now here's Copper. High post, Kalani Brown. Diana Taurasi on the wing. Pass to Copper. 5 on the clock. Thomas a screen. Launches a three. Copper no good.
You know, it has been a rough night for her, but you can't falter on that try.
Gray. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Just a phenomenal foul shooter. When you hack Gray and send her to the line, she makes you pay.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He's perfect from the line this time.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Now here's Copper. Pass to Taylor. Let's go. It's in. Timeout called the Aces.
They need to get a quick bucket here. If there's more than 24 seconds left afterwards, they can try for a stop. But if there's less, they're going to have to foul.
Three-pointer, Jackie Young. And it falls! And she has brought them within 2 points.
How about Young showing off her determination, not allowing the pressure to get to her.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's Copper. Guarded by Young. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Chelsea Gray. And the Aces call time here.
It all comes down to this. Enough time still on the clock that they should be able to get a good look.
Yeah, there's always the debate of whether to take a 2 to tie or a 3 to win. But if it were up to me, I'd pound it down low and try to get a good shot in tight.
I'm with you, Brian. Just get the 2 points and keep the game alive.
Inside. Here's Wilson. It's off. Oh, offline. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now a timeout called by Phoenix. So it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up